What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. Hope everybody's doing well out there on this Saturday evening. I'm doing well myself. I came across this story right here, and I'm telling you, it pretty much infuriated me. The thing is, what so-called law enforcement, first of all, took place in North Carolina. Okay, we know North Carolina's history on racism. Okay. But what really infuriated me is that they came to this man's house simply because his alarm was accidentally tripped, and they came to his house. He had already talked with the alarm service, and they pretty much violated his civil rights. Let's check this video out, and then I'll get into my commentary.
Oyenan has lived in this home in North Raleigh for the past 5 years. It's not the first time his home security system has been tripped by mistake. Typically, he say, if police show up, you show your ID, you prove you're the homeowner, there may be a fine to pay, but it's over. That is not what happened last Saturday. Kazim says he was humiliated inside of his home by police and suspects it was because of the color of his skin.
Turn around and face away from me. What? Turn around and face away from me.
Watching the surveillance tape from inside Kazim's home in North Raleigh, there's Kazim in his boxer shorts in the foyer of his home, staring down the barrel of a Raleigh police officer's gun.
This was one of the most humiliating experiences of my life.
Let's start at the top of the tape, 12:30 p.m.
You're inside, make yourself known.
The officer arrives to Kazim's unlocked front door.
Residential 4-4. I'm going out.
He's responding to a 4-4, a burglar alarm in progress. Kazim says a friend stayed over that night and tripped the alarm unknowingly when he left. Kazim says he disengaged it and went back to sleep.
Just laid back down, and all I heard was somebody screaming downstairs. So I grabbed my phone because I don't know what's going on, and I went down the steps, and it's a cop.
Come on out with your hands up. Okay, all right, just come on out. You got a firearm in your hand? Drop the gun. Drop the gun.
Kazim immediately dropped his gun. He does have a concealed carry permit. The 31-year-old makes his living as a well-known party and hip-hop concert promoter known in the industry as Tim Boss. But on Saturday, Kazim says the officer refused to believe he lived there.
Come on out here. Just come on out for me.
What you mean, come on?
Just come on out of the house, please.
I got on my drawers.
Come on out of the house, okay? Turn around. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
Turn around for what?
Put your hands behind your back and get down on your knees.
Tell me for what?
We got a 4-4 alarm here. I got open door. I'm trying to make sure.
I just talked to the alarm people.
I'm confused why he's still talking. You just asked me, do I got ID? I told you, yeah, let's identify me. Let's get me out of here. I was like, I need a supervisor. I definitely need a supervisor here because this ain't right.
What have I done wrong? Come on, let's go. I haven't done nothing wrong.
In handcuffs, wearing just his underwear, Kazim was escorted outside to a waiting police car while officers searched his home.
There's a lot of stories like this that go untold.
Raleigh community advocate Kerwin Pittman.
There's no reason this man should have been pulled out of his own home, not asked for proper identification, and it progressed this far.
Being black could definitely be one of the issues. That's the problem. I hope it's not, but if that's what it is, it just needs to be resolved.
Okay, so we reached out to Raleigh Police about this one. The department responded with this statement. We'll just read part of it. The Raleigh Police Department is looking into this incident and reviewing our officers' actions. We have attempted to contact the homeowner several times over the past few days to discuss this incident with him. Kazim says he just wants an apology. Pittman's calling for disciplinary action against the officer involved.
Now, as y'all can see, the brother said that was the most humiliating experience of his life. You understand? And I can see why he would say that. I can see why he would feel that way. You understand? He says that, as we heard, that he think it was about race. It wasn't just all about race. It was about race, but it wasn't all about race. As you can see, the brother sitting up there, ain't nothing wrong with it. But the problem is, those racist ass officers think it's something wrong with it. They hate it. The young man seems to be, well off. Sporting, big gold chain, standing in front of a Bentley and everything. And look like he lives in a very nice upscale neighborhood. That's what it's about right there. You understand? That's exactly what it's all about. They think that we shouldn't have nothing nice. They think we shouldn't have a life of luxury or anything like that. So anytime that they can use something like this as an excuse, to run you through the ringer and cause you, make you upset and cause you, trouble of some sort, they're going to do it. That's what it all boils down to. See, they didn't even that Barney Fife Jr. ass looking. Ugh, he couldn't, wouldn't even listen to the man with his irritating ass voice. He was the criminal, the one with the badge, going to somebody's house. What did you need to point a gun for? Why? The gun was already pulled. All you had to do was that, we got a call that the alarm was triggered and we're coming out to ask to see what was going on. He could have even called the alarm company himself. The cop could have and found out what was going on. But them skinheads didn't like the fact that brother had his shit together. That's all this is all really about. Okay? That's what it's all about, And it says, as we know, the brother said that he wants an apology. Apology is not good enough. You get the apology after you get paid. You see what I mean? See, that's the only thing these idiots right here understand. Is when you make them pay you for violating your civil rights as a human being. He had no business doing what he did to this young man. Not at all. He was way out in left field for doing this. And the rest of the little Klan skinhead asses who followed him in there, you understand, they were wrong too. And they searched his house. They actually searched his house. Now, what the brother need to do is actually check and see if anything's missing. Also check and see if anything has been planted. Because these are crooks with badges. They're nothing but criminals with badges, I can assure you. The fact that they did this, and got him out of the house like that, the rest of the story actually says that, they marched him to a police car with handcuffs on, just like he is right here. 5 houses down from his. That's where the police car was parked. Put him in there, and he said he was hollering. Like, why y'all doing this? Hoping that one of his neighbors would say something like, hey, we know who this man is and everything, and why y'all doing this? They just looked out the window, didn't do shit. They didn't say anything. See, they probably didn't. 9 times out of 10 in that neighborhood probably live among other white people. You see, they might not want him there either. He said they never said not one thing. Just so happens that a police officer that he happened to know, okay, that's what the story says, actually came there and recognized him and identified him as who he said he is. And ordered that, the cuffs be removed from him. And so they removed the cuffs and they left the brother's house. I can tell you this. I think they knew what the fuck they was doing when they went there in the first place. They wanted to run him through the ringer simply because of the things that I aforementioned. They didn't like the fact he was a black man in an upscale neighborhood, nice car, had his shit together. That's what it all boiled down to. See? But one thing I can say is this. As real Americans, we cannot let them establish what I would call the Botham Jean or Botham Jean effect. With that nasty ass little Amber Geiger, the female murderer that went, that was also a so-called police officer that went to this man's house and lied and said she thought she was at her house and shot and murdered him. Nothing but lies on top of lies. And they worrying about getting her a fair trial. See? You can't have this. You can't have this. The best thing I think that the man should have did is never open the damn door. First of all, what the hell do you want? Why are you here? You see what I mean? I'm not answering my door until you put your gun away and act like you got, you civilized or something. I lived at this house. Here I am. I live at the house. Here's my identification right here. You understand? You can go to to one of my neighbors over here, and they'll tell you I live here. But you ain't gonna come in my house with your gun out, telling me to bow down and turn away from me and all that kind of shit. See? Damn shame. But y'all tell me what y'all think about this situation right here. I'm interested in hearing y'all thoughts and y'all views about it, Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And this is James, and I'm out. Peace.